By what amount will the cancellation of the government's plans to mine sensitive conservation land reduce GDP growth projections in the next 5 years?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, won't have any effect.
The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Oh, well, Mr Speaker, why, if there was no projected GDP impact from mining, did John Key describe it as central to the government's plans for a step change in the economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, because we have a visionary and aspirational Prime Minister who can see what this economy needs over the next 10 years. And that is backed up by a Minister of Energy and Resources who has done an excellent job of building the profile of that industry. And after the government's decisions on Schedule 4, investors now have certainty and encouragement to expand mining and resources significantly, and I expect it will show up in the GDP figures in the future.
The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, what contribution to GDP growth projections will the proposed fire-at-will Labor legislation make? And is it true that the government's step change plan is now centred on reducing the cost of labour?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, I don't know what legislation the member is referring to as fire-at-will, but I can confirm for the member the government has announced that it's going to extend the 90-day trial period. We believe that will give businesses, particularly smaller businesses, more confidence to hire and give employees who need it a better opportunity to get their foot on the bottom rung of the ladder.
Chris Auchenvold.
Supplementary to the Minister. How has the output of mining and related sectors changed in recent years?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, mining is one of the sectors that exports and competes directly with the rest of the world. This sector performed poorly under Labor's mismanagement. Currently, output from tradable industries remains below 2002 levels. By contrast, output from non-tradable sectors has grown by over 20%. The mining analogy is apt. Labor mined the economy for all it was worth with no thought to the future and has left the country with a pile of toxic sludge, and we are cleaning it up.
The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Oh, Mr Speaker.
Order. The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, given the cancellation of plans to mine sensitive conservation areas, the going flat on the tyres of the National Cycleway and the end of the 9-day fortnight, is the dangerous proposal to reduce labour rights now the centrepiece of the government's strategy for jobs and growth?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the centrepiece of the government's strategy for jobs and growth are the multi-billion-dollar infrastructure investment program, which is employing thousands of skilled New Zealanders at a time when no one else would be employing them. Another policy at the centre of our plan to turn the economy around are the significant decreases in income taxes and the switch to consumption taxes, because we believe, unlike that party, that savings, investment and work and exports are good and overconsumption and too much borrowing are bad. I understand the opposition have the opposite view.
Question number